Hello, my name is Neil Jordan, attorney at law. I was called by the police to assist in this case. You can have your family members present if...
Skit on, okay.
Billy Matthew, age 17, Mustang High School. Several charges on misdemeanor cases. Caught vandalizing public property and assaulting a fellow student. Honestly, things aren't looking too good for you at this point. I just heard from the hospital that they're saying the student you beat up has a 50-50% chance of surviving. And if that happens, you might not be charged as a juvenile. You might be tried as an adult and end up serving a prison sentence. I can understand what you're going through, Billy. I know exactly
how you feel. Man, why do y'all say that? You have no clue what I've been through, so don't even act like you know.
Calm down, Billy. Calm down.
Is there a problem, Mr. Jordan?
No, officer. Everything's under control. Right, Billy?
Look, can you get me out or not?
I want to ask you something. Where do you see yourself in the next 10 to 15 years?
Are you kidding me? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer the question, Billy.
I don't know. I guess I never really thought about it.
If you get convicted in this case, you'll be spending all that time behind bars. Is that what you really want? I want to tell you a story. Something I heard when I was your age that helped me make some really difficult choices. Do you want to hear it?
Sure, why not? It's not like I'm going anywhere.
It's the early 1970s. Two brothers from India arrive here in the US looking for jobs. They've left their loved ones back home with the promise of sending them back money for food and clothing. These brothers find themselves a job cleaning up trash and washing dishes at the back of a small restaurant, and even manage to find a place to sleep in a small one-room apartment. One day in the middle of the night, the youngest brother bursts into the room and wakes his sleeping brother up. His clothes are drenched with blood. He tells his brother that he got into a fight with someone, and in a violent rage, he killed that person. Now the police are hot on his trail, and he doesn't know what to do. The older brother sees his brother's dilemma and calms him down. "Take off your shirt," he says. And without waiting for a reply, he takes his brother's shirt and he puts it on. The police arrive and arrest the older brother, and he eventually hangs for his brother's crime. He willingly died for his brother.
Oh yeah? Well, nobody would do that for me. Nobody even cares that I exist.
That's where you're wrong, Billy. Someone did do that for you, and he did almost 2,000 years ago. It was Jesus Christ.
I don't believe this. You're one of those religious freaks, aren't you? And all the religions are the same to me.
Wrong again, Billy. Every other religion wants you to sacrifice something to God, so you'll go to heaven. Christianity is the only religion where God sacrificed himself, so you won't go to hell. Jesus died for all the bad things you've done in your life, and now he wants you to make use of that life properly, and not just waste it away in prison. Let me tell you another story. You're not going anywhere, are you? About 10 years ago, there was a girl called Amanda who was having problems at her home. Her parents were always fighting, and it was taking a toll on her and her little sister. She turned to drugs and alcohol to give her comfort and peace. Whenever she ran out of money to pay for these comforts, she would steal it. She then met another girl called Sarah, who was in the same class as her, and they became friends. Sarah was an extremely caring person, and she was a good Christian. She was always sharing her faith with Amanda, and one day she finally accepted Christ as a Savior. Amanda's whole life turned around after that. Her grades got better, and she made more friends. She even managed to share her faith with her parents, and it changed all their lives for the better. About a year later, Sarah and some friends were going back home late one night from church. Apparently, the driver in the other car had had too many drinks. No one survived the accident. Amanda was devastated by the death of her close friend and went into severe depression. But then she realized something. God had put Sarah into her life to teach her that no matter what you go through in life, you can always turn it around with God's intervention and help others in need. And that's exactly what she did. Amanda graduated highest in her class and went on to become a successful career woman, and is also an active counselor with teens with drug and alcohol-related problems. So you see, it's never too late to turn your life around and do good for others around you. It's going to be hard, but with a little help, even you can.
It's easy for you to say, wearing expensive suits, giving out advice. Man, you have no idea what I've been through or how I even grew up.
Yes, Billy, I do. I wasn't kidding when I said I know what you're going through because I was once in those very same shoes. Violence was a very big part of my life. Once. I felt I was on top of the world, that nothing could stop me.